What up, everybody? How is everybody doing? Welcome to the late night nail sesh. This is part 2, actually, from today. Here's the nails. I did go ahead and get this one prepped. We gotta put base coat on those. We're gonna be doing the 3D, the swirls, and basically just getting this done. This is what they look like, everybody. I think they're beautiful. How about y'all? I think they're beautiful, and I think this set's gonna be awesome. Alright, I don't have lots of room. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. What up? Anybody new? My name is Sugar. And we're doing like a rainbow freestyle set. Technically. I guess you could call it that. But we're finishing this set that we did earlier today. So if you haven't seen that live, check that live out. Right now we're just starting with the prep for these two so we can get these done. Because these are going to be the marble. These are ombres. And this is a 20 color ombre. And we're going to be doing white swirls on this one, colored swirls on that one, and 3D little swirls effect. Hi, Shelly. Hi, Exotica. How are you, sweetie? Thanks, babes. So tonight, we are just going to finish this set. We have quite a bit to do, but today I did the record of the most gels on one nail, which was 20 colors. Now we got to beat that. So, can you guys hear me okay? Does it look alright? Hopefully it looks good. I hope it looks good. I'm hoping. Okay. How's your guys' night? How are you guys doing? Alright, I'm going to start with, I'm just going to hop right into it. I'll show you guys up close real quick. So we always do the way that I ombre. We did this in the beginning today. Nail Crazy Mama, hi! I miss you, lovey. How are you doing? So these are the 3D nails. We're doing 5XL nails. Of course, your girl needs to. We're doing like a freestyle neon versus pastel, dark light, rainbow-esque vibe nail therapy sesh. So this is what it looks like, and I wish you guys could see the sparkle on that. It's so beautiful. But 3D swirls on this one, and then multicolored rainbow 3D swirls ombre on this one, and then white ones on this one. So these two are going to be the mambre. So I'm excited. Hi, Galaxy. How are you? Oh my god, girl. It is hot. Hot, hot, hot. I know. Alright, so I'm just going to start out with these two. These are going to be the mambre. I'm just going to add my base gel. I already put my prep on this, so that way it was sticky. Sticky icky. I'm good. Made it through everything. Thank God. I knew you would, though. I knew you would. How's everybody? Thanks for joining me, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps so much. It was really awesome to see Tammy today, too. I miss everybody. So I'm using all BRITTBRATNAILDIT products today. I am only using her products. She's running a sale right now, guys. You can get all these colors. And then she's running a sale for red, white, and blue for July. Red bottom, blue sapphire, and whiteout. You can get them for $5.55 or 3 for $15. However, I haven't used these colors. That's why I'm doing this. Hi, Paul. Ooh, simple press-ons. Yay. I don't know if I can ever go simple. Like, my brain just doesn't go there. If it does, then I feel like I'm missing something. You know? Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys... I like when you guys give me little takes on stuff. Alright, we need to make sure this whole thing is covered nicely, but not too thick. Let's let that kind of... Like, you want to make sure the entire thing... Note, all the edges are done really nicely. And you don't have excess on the ends. Okay, let's put her in the lamp. What do you guys think about what we've done so far? I'm doing good. I miss you too. Hi, Paul. You're tired. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. It sucks being tired. I'm great, Paul. How are you? Nail Crazy Mama calls me Little Sis. Hi, Diane. Actually, Nail Crazy Mama has been here since I started my channel, y'all. I don't know what that means, Sonder, but we're not gonna deal with that. Hello, everybody coming in. All right, so while that one's in the lamp, we're gonna go ahead and do this one. I've already primed it with the Pro Bond Acid Nail Primer from Nailmate. But right now I'm just going ahead and putting the base coat on because it just makes the colors glide on so beautifully. This super base is more of like a builder base, so it's really thick for that purpose. So I'm going to make sure I kind of do like a light, you know, we don't want super thick base on any of these nails. We want to keep them as thin as possible because they're so long. But, bye Paul, thanks for coming. What kind of nail are you doing? I just got, well, I am doing 5XL Rainbow Freestyle Ombre 3D nails. That's a mouthful. Earlier today, I had a live earlier today, and we did, I beat the record for the most gels on one nail. We did 20 gels on one nail, and I ombre'd them together. That's where the middle one comes in right here. And then we're doing light versus dark, like pastel versus neon is what I mean. Essentially light versus dark, but and then right now I'm just putting this base coat on to get it ready and prepped so we can do the mambre. Mambre is just marble and ombre smashed together, and that's just the way that I do stuff. But I am so happy you are here. Thank you for joining. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hopefully you like nails, and even if you don't like nails, that's cool too. If you want to just hang out, ask me questions, whatever. I'm excited to see like how the set turns out. You know what I mean? Hi, Barbara. I'm not going to do 3D flowers tonight. However, I will do them. Hi, welcome back. You do them at home? Great. That's awesome. How long have you been doing nails? I've been doing nails. Well, welcome everybody. If you're new here, hello, my name is Sugar. Hi, Maya, how are you? My name is Sugar. I do nails, love nails, rainbows, all the good things. And I always go live to do a cool set. So, we're going to do the pastel colors on this one, and then we're going to do bright colors on this one, and then this one's going to be bright colors, and then, or no, pastel, yeah. So this one, let me just explain myself. Ooh, that's awesome. Thanks. All right, so here's the thought here. We did the 20 color mambre, rainbow oh my gosh, ombre on this one. Sugar's technique wise, and then we did 3D little bubbles on it just cuz, and we matted them. But this one is all the neons, and we ombre'd those because this is going to have white swirls on it. This one is white, so we could have multicolored ombre swirls on it. So we'll do the swirls, and then we'll put the 3D over top. And then for the two middle ones, we're going to do a pastel mambre, and then we'll do a bright neon mambre. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm excited because we have Here are the colors that we're going to be using. These are the pastel colors, and then we have the bright neon colors. So we are going to start with the pastel colors and then go from there. So we're going to put them all on, and you can either do it one by one, guys, or put them on a palette and do it that way if you want it really super nice and vibrant. Hi, Glam. How are you? I'm doing great. How are you? How long have you been doing them? I've been doing them for a long time before I started YouTube. Hi, Jocelyn. But I've been doing them on YouTube for almost 4 years. Actually, I just hit 4 years. Hi, it's me. Hi, lovely otters. Hello, everybody. Welcome. All right, we are doing a marble. This is called a mambre. You can use a palette or you can just put it on the nail itself. But we're going to do a really bright, nice mambre so we can get a really good look at these colors. A mambre is just a marble ombre. Okay. We're going to take this guy here. And then we're going to use this guy and put some cool colors and do all that. All right. So let's go ahead and put our colors on our plate here. So we're going to add our pink. And I'm also going to be adding white. It's going to be a glitter white, so we can kind of have white in there as well. How long have you been? Oh, I said that. Thanks. So I'm going to take iced out. Everything's linked, everybody. Thanks for coming, Glam. Thanks for coming, Nail Crazy Mama. Thanks for coming, Galaxy. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it so much. I'm going to twist my brush here. And we're going to get quite a bit off here so we can get as much as possible off our brush. Because, you know, white is part of, like, the light fantasy, right? So, we have Petty and Pink. Can you guys see okay? Hopefully. This is a beautiful light pastel pink. So this is a pretty long nail, guys. So when you're doing a 5XL nail like this, you want to make sure you have enough gel to be able to do a whole nail. Because we're going to have to do multiple types and kind of wing them together. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Paisley. Yay, I love Rainbow too. Japanese heavy techno rap videos. Okay. Yes, girl. Hiding from, is it Lauren? Can you show me how to apply acrylic? Hold up, y'all. No, I can't. Not at this moment. Right now we're doing this. I do have a lot of videos or lives that show how to apply acrylic, but I can in the future. I was in the pool with the kids when you went live earlier. No worries, love. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Jordan. Hello, everybody. Hi, Victoria. I think I missed that. Hi, Side. All right, this one is really pretty. It's called Sunkissed. We're not going to put too much of this on because we don't want it to, like, take over the nail set. But yes, typically I do acrylic nails, which we'll be doing here soon. These are the vids that definitely make... Oh, yay! I'm glad. Hi, Connie. Hi, me and Victoria. The moon. Hello. Hi, Maddie. Thanks. All right, so this one's called Melodrama, and it's just a super beautiful light yellow. Can you guys see the colors okay, hopefully? We are doing 5XL nails. Thank you. My favorite design? I'm trying to think. Anything rainbow. Favorite design that I've done or just in general? To do. Okay. Let's see. Well, ombre. My ombres are my favorite, honestly. And I love to ombre acrylic. Though that is like my fave. Fave. Look at these colors, though. They're beautiful. Ah, the top of that came off. All right, we have Meant to Be, which is a teal. Hi, Vesper. Hi. Is it Emmy for life? Hello. What got you into doing nails? So, thanks, Victoria. Thanks, Connie. Color me not surprised. Right? The one thing that got me inspired to do nails was, well, I had already been doing them for a really long time. I just did them with regular polish, right? And I was always into doing, this one's called Breeze Batty. I was always into doing my own nails. However, I did them with regular polish and added glitter. So that's where my name comes from, Sugar. Because I always did sugar glitter on my nails with regular polish. And one day, I went and got my nails done. A funny story, actually. I went and got dip on my nails. And this is before I started anything. And I just moved. And I went and got dip. And the place that I got it from was really bad. And I ended up breaking out and going to the hospital. It was horrible. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to finally do it myself. And I started my channel because me putting on the stuff and trying out products is me doing it instead of somebody else doing it to me, you know? So, yeah. That's how I initially got started. And first off, I started with polygel, gel polish, and then dip powder, and then more polygel, and then acrylic. And once I tried acrylic out, that was it. I loved it. Alrighty, here we go, y'all. I think I want to put a little bit of, we'll add these at the end. We'll add those inside. If I miss, thanks. But yeah, I mean, it actually got me started on this road. And plus, I wanted to challenge myself too. So that kind of in and of itself, you know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I can do this. Because I was so scared to start YouTube. I've watched YouTube for so long and I was so scared to start YouTube. But I eventually got over it and started it. And here I am. And I've been building for a really long time. But I'm very grateful to be here and to be able to create still. And I'm definitely glad I never gave up. That's for sure. I have my alcohol just in case we mess up. All right, y'all ready? Can you see okay? Hi, Sharon. Hi, Mariah. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Maddie. Oh, I said that. Hi, Invalid. How are ya? Thanks for coming back. All right, so this is how we're going to do our mambre, which is an ombre marble mix. Okay, so we're going to take our colors with our little flat brush. And we're going to take this color. And we're just going to keep building. Okay, I'm going to take a little green because I don't want too much. Just like so. And you just kind of go like that. Typically, you want to turn your brush like so. But you don't want to do it too much because we do not want it to be like super brown, right? We want it to nicely pick up those colors. We're going to take these three colors, right? And we're just going to, and you're just going to lightly put it on here. Wherever you want, guys, right? And then you can add the color into the next color because you see how it landed with the orange there. So you can take a little bit of this green and just kind of bring it up, but you don't want to add a bunch Let's add some of this pink in here. Marble that together. It'll be a lot more presented on the nail versus doing it with a liner brush. Right? So I am going to oh. And we're just going to keep going. You can do it little like that, or you can do it really big. What you want to do is make a big one, so you have a lot of colors on your brush, because having the most of those colors is going to give you the most pigmented and beautiful. So I'm just gonna, you want it like that, right? Sometimes it can be kind of messy, but just like so. And you want that rainbow to like really, and it's going to be different every single time, you guys. Literally. Every single time it's going to be different, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, let's take this guy. Oh, this is going to be so cool. You can take 3 colors and do it too if you want. Look at that. Oh, yeah, this is going to be so cool. You can do it wherever you want to. It's really actually reminds me of like when you're doing it, you can do it either way too, guys. You don't have to just go one way or the other either. Let's grab some yellow. And you just want it to kind of flow into the next color. And that's going to give you what you need for... I should have did it the opposite direction, but it's all good. Look at that flow, though. Oh, yeah. And look at this. See how much is on here? It's just gonna keep moving, which is nice. It's what you want. Oh yeah. Let's grab some more of this pink, purple. This is gonna be the coolest nail. And there's more on here, so you can keep moving it like this and it's still gonna go into each other. So you kind of got to do it a little bit faster than what I'm doing it, but sometimes I'm a little slow. So I'm gonna take some of this off. And then we can go in and add another color on there. Whatever color we want to add, we can go in there and add that color. Right? Look at that. But the color just flows, you guys. And then we can go in and add the glitter throughout once we get this color on here. We're going to melt it into this side. That way we're bringing that excess down. See how I'm adding that color in the middle? But we want to try to get that nice rainbow effect, guys. Oh, yeah. I like it a lot. Hi, everybody. Gordy, Big Cheesy. I like that name. Oh, hello. Harper Christine. Sorry, guys. I was, you know. Look at that. And then I'll show you the other way that I do it, too. So you guys, everybody new can see both ends of it. We're going to take this guy. Oh, yeah. All right. We need some more pink, though. We're going to add some more of this pink, and then we're going to add some more of the purple. We're going to add some more of the white as well. Whatever I did with the white, I don't even know. There we go. I've used this so much, I need to get another one. This white gives it just that little bit of sparkle, so. Alright, let's try to get us a good rainbow. That's not going to be a rainbow. Too much green. That's going to give us not the best rainbow. Alright, let's hope this gives us a rainbow, y'all. Not quite. But with that sparkle in there, oh my gosh. And I'm just going to pull this blue over. For the most part, we need a little bit more pink up here, so that's a lot of pink, but... And then it's going to go right into each other. And then we'll take our, what's left on here. That looks so cool. Alright, we need a little bit more orange and yellow. And you just lightly take your colors through. So now we're going to do purple, pink, and a little bit of blue. Ha ha ha. Oh no. Got it. Okay. Tell me that doesn't look cool, y'all. Alright, I'm going to take some of this white, a little bit of this pink, a little bit of this purple. And we're going to come up here. And we're just going to fill this in. Oh, yeah. Alright, I need some more blue. We need some more meant to be. That's what we need. This one right here. I like this green better than I do the bright green, but the bright green's still pretty too. And then we'll add our colors. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take my liner brush, and I'm going to take this white, and I'm going to fill this up right here. And all I'm going to do is let this kind of sit in these colors, and it's going to kind of work its way into the colors. Does that make sense? So shout out to everybody here. I'm going to pick up as much as I can, and we're going to put it just to kind of give us a nice blend of color. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to need some more iced out so we can actually add more of this white in here. Because I'm telling you, doing it this way really gives you that bright rainbow look. If you can't tell. Right? So we're going to add a little bit in here. Just so it blends in with the way that the color's going. Oh my god, I love it. Alright, let's add some of this at the top here real quick. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I don't care who you are. That is freaking bomb. We have a lot on there, of course, but That is how I ombre, everybody. It's like neon taffy, yeah. I'm so glad you guys love it. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. Alright, so what you want to do, though, is any bubbles that you have, you want to pop. You need to pop them. Or they're not going to look right, guys. Sucks when you have bubbles, but sometimes that's just kind of how it goes. Alright. We popped our bubbles, right? All I want to do is take and move. So, I'm going to take another, because a lot of this is going to come off the side, guys. So I'm going to hold it upside down, but we're going to take another star. Alright, and what I'm going to do is take another star. And we're just going to add the frosted colors on there to give it a nice sparkly look. Okay. Oh, that's... Or should we just leave it subtle like that? What do you guys think? Leave it subtle like that? Just little bits of that hint of glitter, I think, makes it look so cool. What do y'all think? Well, I mean, this is the pastel, though. So, I mean, that's as intense as the pastel is going to get. You know what I mean? Because this one's the pastel one, and then the next one, we're going to do the bright ones. Since we're doing pastel versus whatchamacallit. Let's see. Like, here's the colors of the glitters. Here's the purple. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so insane. We're only going to need a little bit of these colors, though. No, you're good, love. Thanks, guys. Shout out to everybody in here. What up? Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Sometimes I get somewhat where I'm like so focused into the nails, so bear with me, everybody. That's not my intention here. All right. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like. Let's just get like... Oh, yeah. Okay. 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 We're adding the sparkle. We're adding more sparkle. And we're just going to follow some of these lines, right? Just to give it just a tad bit of sparkle, y'all. I'm going to get it at the end of my brush, though. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm just going to use the white. I'm not going to use the colors. And I'm just going to follow the path of the colors. Following the path of the colors makes it look like you already put it in there and it was already part of it, you know? And it's just little by little, you just add these little elements inside and it just is beautiful. And it gives it almost like a... Can you guys see okay? If not, let me know. Okay, I'm going to add some here. That did give it a lot of cool sparkle though. I'm going to do a big one here. And then... Oh, that looks awesome! It's also about how much pressure you put on too. You know? I think she's beautiful. So we got to take that excess off though. So shout out to my mods. Thank you guys. And shout out to everybody who's here. Me too. Hi Raven. Hi Dell. Hi Harper. You want more glitter? I knew at some point you guys were going to say, we want glitter. More glitter. Alright, let's see what the pink does. We'll put some pink glitter within the pink glitter and see what that gives us. How about that? Okay, that's actually cool. Okay, okay. I got y'all. I got y'all. Okay, I got you. So I'm only gonna put the, you know, the colors that go where the colors go. I'm gonna add some pink over here on the side. Okay. Alright, there's the pink. I'm just gonna let it fall back to the middle here, and then... Oh, that looks so beautiful, you guys. Holy crap. Alright, let's do our green. Smart thinking, guys. Thanks. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's looking so cool. Okay, okay. The only one we don't have is orange, but that's okay. We have orange or yellow, but... Let's take some blue. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my Lanta. Alright, we gotta put the purple on. Thank you, Victoria. I really appreciate it. Hi, Savannah. Thanks, Glam. Thanks. Hi, G. How many fourth wing nails do you have to do? Fourth wing? What's that mean? Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, let's do our purple here. Honestly, I really need it on the end of my brush, because that's what's going to give us the most action. And then I'm going to put some here. Alright, let's do this purple here. Oh my god, I love it. Dude, this is so cool. I'm gonna add more. Oh yeah, that is cool. With that shimmer in there like that, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna add some here. I'm gonna add the white through this orange over here. This is bomb. Alright, everybody, that's it. How cool is that, y'all? Goodbye. I know she streams tomorrow. I'll definitely join. Well, thanks. Can you do like a red wine color set? I can try. I don't really have a red yet. That's crazy I don't have a red, but I don't. Not like a red wine color that people are looking for, you know? I don't know, I think it's good, but I need more here. Alright, that's it. That's all we're doing to that one. Dude, tell me that doesn't look so fire. Now we have a lot on here, like I said. So, what you want to do is grab your little thingamajigger bobber here. No wipe. We're going to hold it over, and then we're going to bring it all to the middle, get the excess off, and then hurry up and cure it. Because we want to make sure we cure it nice. See how we want it all in the middle like that? And we're going to take this, and we're going to pull it. How cool is that, though? Oh my gosh. So what I'm doing is taking that excess off, you guys. You have to take the excess off, or it's going to be bumpy and lumpy and gross. And you don't want that. And then you want to make sure that when you're going on the sides here, I'm taking the excess off. Oh, that's a beautiful rainbow. Because you don't want big bubbles. See all that? To me, this is therapy. Not only is it nail art, but it's very relaxing too, guys. Oh, yeah. All right. Now that we got a little bit of that excess off, now we can turn it back over. Make sure everything is out of it, y'all. I got fuzzies. Make sure you get the inside. So, I mean, for the most part, guys, it's easy. Anybody can do it. I promise. It's the only thing bad about that. Alright. I know. I'm going to hold her over and then we're going to put her in the actual lamp. Woo! Yeah, the floops are driving me bonkers. Hi, Heather. Hi, Grandma. Nana, hi. Sorry I missed you, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Heather, I'm starting to learn how to do nails. I'm almost really good at it. Well, that's awesome. You just got to keep practicing. I promise. You just have to keep practicing. Did I say that right? Practicing. All right, let's put her in the lamp real quick. All right. I just sat this guy right in my gel polish. What a goofball. All right, next up is the dark colors, everybody. So, even with the dark colors, we're still going to use these. So, I'm going to go ahead and put these on my palette here. I'm going to clean off my other palette, though. Because we need that for the neon colors. Dude, what do you guys think? Tell me these colors ain't fire. Okay, there's our pink. So we're going to use sparkle in all of them. Because we just gotta. We just gotta. Twist your brush on your palette like so, and it gets off the main excess color. Alright, let's do our green. All this is from BRITTBRATNAILDIT, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that we have that, that's on that one. Let's go ahead while that one's in there, and I'm going to double cure that, because you want to make sure you double cure it, of course, because it is thick and big. And I'm also going to put the white one on here, too. Alright. We're going to clean this off with my alcohol spray. Because, you know, we want to make sure it's clean, clean, clean. I'm also going to clean off the sticky off my nail, my gloves here, too. Alright. Clean. Ooh, I'm excited. Ready? Alright. So, this one's going to be a tad bit different, though, guys, because this nail is actually, we're going to just go in and do it with a liner brush. You can do it with the, like, the colors themselves. Hi, is it Midas? Alright, so this is the bright color. So this is called Paradise Punch. We're not going to need too much, but we do have a 5XL nail, everybody, so. This is called Pink Lemonade. Now this one we're going to use with, like I said, with the liner brush. This is going to be a very different way of doing it. But it's going to be more of like a lighter way. In terms of like, the color is going to be neon and huge, right? But it's just going to be put on different. These are the two ways that I mambre, guys, okay? This one is called Electric Neon. This one's my most favorite yellow. This yellow right here is, it's a chef's kiss, y'all. Alright, we have Electric Lime. We have Turquoise Tease. I don't care. This is going to look so cool when we're done. And then we have Vivid Violet. Alright, there's our colors. You see how vivid they are? I'm going to move these guys out the way. I'm also going to put the white on here as well. Alright, where's my white? Iced Out. So Iced Out is the white sparkle. So I'm going to add it on the corner of my palette here. I've used this so much, I'm almost out, you guys. This is like a rainbow freestyle, y'all. Alright, so we have both colors. Okay? Can you guys see both colors, hopefully? Woo! Bye, Savannah. Thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe. Shout out to everybody in here. Hi, Josie. What is up, everybody who is watching? Thanks for being here. Here's the next nail. This one's going to be different, y'all. We're going to be using a liner brush. Alright, and we're going to be adding all the color on here until we cannot see it, the tip anymore, okay? So we're going to use all the colors though, right? But we're going to go in with the glitter and fill in any of empty like area spots that we have. That's what we're going to add our glitter in. So we're not adding too much extra gel on there. You know what I mean? I got to flip this one upside down. Yeah, look at that. No wrinkles. No wrinkles, baby. Woo! I got to flip this one upside down so it cures from the backside. Give me just a second, guys. I have to hold it here. I gotta get a lamp, y'all, that has a mirrored bottom on it. I found a purple rhinestone one on Amazon, and I want it so bad. It's like 60 bucks, and I'm like, oh my god. And it's rechargeable. Hi, KM. Hi, Samara. I'm listening to De La Soul Remix. Ooh, okay, girl. Yay! Nana! That is freaking great! I can't wait to see it. Please post it and let me see it. Tag me. Hi, Boo Creamery. Alright. Before I go on this, let's put the top coat on here so nothing happens to our baby. Okay? Glossy, where'd you go? Glossy? There you are. Alright, we're going to glossify this baby. Oh my god, she's beautiful, everybody. Do you see how much, I'll show you just how much more pronounced doing it this way is versus the other way we're about to do it. BRITTBRATNAILDIT top coat. Glossy top coat, everybody. Best top coat around. I don't care who you are. This is a thicker top coat. It is my favorite because it just melts onto the nail. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Sugar. I do rainbow everything, literally. Rainbows are my jam. I love them so. Alright, we are going to go ahead and lock in these sides. And I always make sure I get the underside of the nail because it locks in that so it doesn't chip anywhere, okay? And then I take this and we're just going to get that excess off, okay? Because you don't want ripply nails, okay, guys? No ripply nails allowed, okay? Okay, get the excess off the inside here. These are going on my hands. Oh yeah, baby. I can't wait to put these on tomorrow. Oh. Alright, we're going to hold it upside down like so. Let the gravity hit, and then we're going to put her in and let her bake and get on with the next nail. Hi, Ron. Thanks. Hi, Julie. Hi, Life W. Leah, hello. Yay, thanks. It's nice to meet everybody. My name is Sugar. Thanks for coming and hanging out with your girl. It's nice to meet everybody. They are there, 5XL, Starlight. I like your name. So, here's the set. We are doing ombres, mambres, and now we just broke the record for 20 different gel colors on one nail. So we did that here, and then these ones are just all the neons. This is neons and pastels together, ombre together in my technique, my way. It's called Sugar's mambre technique. And then this one right here is going to have swirls that are these colors here. And then this one's going to have white swirls. So we're switching. And then we're going to have a light mambre and then a neon mambre. So it's kind of like light and dark versus type deal. And then we're going to do the 3D swirls on the two nails as well. I'm excited. All right, let's get into this one here. We're going to let that stay. All right, so this one, all we're going to do is move this guy to the side. And we're going to use all these colors, and we're going to go like little by little, right? All you're going to do. Look. Doesn't matter what it is, okay? You can do big ones. Doesn't matter. Let's take our orange. Because no matter what we do, whatever's going to be on here, I'll show you how I deal with it. You have to be careful where you place your greens too, guys. And if you have them anywhere near a pink, you're going to have to be careful when you go to do this that they do not make brown. So I'm just going to add a little bit of green. We don't want a lot of green, right? You'll see what I mean when I get done with it. It's the easiest for any one of you guys to do this. It's super fun too, I think. It's so fun. It's almost like a 90s look, you know? But when we do everything, right? When we add everything, it's gonna be different, y'all. Look how cool that looks already. We could leave it like that and it looks cool as hell. Alright, let's do our white here. Dude, thanks for the love, guys. That's so awesome. Alright, you see where we're going with this, guys? We're just kind of making sure this white is kind of a little bit everywhere, you know? Alright, let's do this. Alright, see everything? It is. I love it. I love it. Alright, let me clean my brush off real quick, though. We don't want any of these colors on my brush, right? So we're going to take my brush. You just want to be careful. It's all going to run into each other. The more you put on, the more you're going to be able to do this with. But you want to be careful because, like I said, you do not want any, right? You're just going to have to wipe your brush a lot. Yellow can go into pink, but if you know color theory, yellow can't go into purple. So we're just going to do this. And you're just going to go through, and you're just going to go through the colors you can go through. So we're not making brown and all that kind of stuff. And you're just kind of... And it's just a different way of doing stuff. But it's more fun. And like I said, then once we go in, we'll add the other colors. When we add the other colors, the glitter colors, we're going to be able to typically I would more than likely go a little bit different, but it's such a long nail. I was so scared to put a bunch on there, you know? Alright, let's go in and put these on. Same thing, but these are only going to go in the spots that are open, right? I don't know, what do y'all think? And you kind of want to space the colors out. Do little dots. Do whatever your little heart desires, guys. Because once we actually go through it with our brush, it's going to look so cool. This is what's going to give us our leeway for when we go to put our brush through all of this. Oh, this is going to look so crazy. It's not going to look rainbow like I thought it would, but once we get these colors on, it'll look pretty decent though, I think. And then you can add other colors if you want to, you guys. If you want more or less of another color, add it. Like, I'm going to add some here. And then once we get done with it all, then we can go in. We can go in and add whatever color we want next. If we want another color, right? Oh, yeah. Alright, I think we have enough on there now. Right? You do not want orange and green. Green can go into blue though. But for the most part, we're going to keep our brush and just kind of go through the colors and fill in these gaps here. Look at that. Tell me that's not cool as hell. You want to make sure you fill it in too. If you feel like you want more sparkle, add more sparkle, guys. Oh, that is cool. I don't know if it's going to match y'all, but I tried. Now, if you have to go take a purple over a green, that's fine. Let's take a blue here. So it's not going to turn a weird color, right? Oh my god, tell me that's not cool as hell. Go up every which way. Don't keep going the same way either. Sometimes I have to remind myself. The longer it sits on here, the better off you are going through these colors. But we want the colors to initially go into each other so they kind of fan out with each other. If you have a lot, just take it down and keep going. And we're just filling in that excess, guys. That's all we're doing. I don't care who you are, but this, not only is it fun to do, it's easy to do. Anybody can do this. Alright, we're going to make these go into each other here. Oh my god, that's so cool. What I'm going to do is take and add some of that there to break up that orange. Like I said, you want colors that go into each other, guys. Like this green, I had to put this yellow here to go into the orange. Because when green goes into orange, y'all, it's not great. Oh my god, that looks cool as hell. And you can either swirl it down like this, or you could go swirl it whatever which way you want, like where you actually have swirls. It's totally up to you guys. It's not really, it's glitter tasket, but the only problem is it's not rainbow. How do you guys feel about it? It feels more like a clown art. Does that make sense? That's what I feel like it is. Okay. That's what she looks like with the bright colors. If I would have went down the line, I think we could have done it a little bit more differently, but for the most part, I think it's cool, it's different, but I really wanted to show you guys how I did that, so it's okay. Is it my fave? No. I had a different vision in my head. Once again, I'm taking the excess off, guys. I'm taking it off without messing up, without messing up the outside. I think it's cool, but what do y'all think? Alright, make sure you don't have any, what do you want to call that? Excess down the sides. Alrighty. That's what she looks like, everybody. I'm going to hold her upside down. Let the gravity go. So if you would have done it like pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, like pink here, only pink here, yellow, then when you went through, then you would have got that rainbow look. You know what I mean? But like this, it just gives you something different, and it's going to be unique and different every single time you do one. There will never be the same one, ever. Ever. There she is. Let's cure. This one, look at that. Tell me that ain't just pure bliss. Look at that, dude. It's a little on the bright side, but it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. The pastel versus neon. I wasn't sure how it was going to look together as a whole set, but that's what her pastel colors look like. Aren't they cute? So we're only going to have one pastel, but that's okay. Makes me want to redo it and do it my other way so we can have one like that one. The pastel one, I know. It's mine too. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lanta. We're going to go ahead and top coat her when she's done. I'm going to put her in twice, and then we're going to go in and do the swirls. The pastel's your fave? You love it? Love nails your... Oh, thanks, Alexandria. Shout out to everybody here. Sorry, I was... Hi, Veta. Hi, is it Lona? Yeah. Pipsqueak, hello. Thanks. Levi, hello. Candy Beads, hello. Life W, hi. I could, but that would be a lie. What? By the way, I was a girl named Zoe that was in your live one time and commented. Oh, hi. Night, Josie. Hi. Is it Minna? Gemini? Hello, everybody. Hi, Allison. Connie. Hi. Hi. Okay. second round going, then we'll top coat. Seriously, I think that one is gonna look so minutely different. It's gonna bother me, you guys. It's gonna bother me. Hi, Miss Aquarius. Thanks. Hold on. Nobody can actually see them. I thought you guys could see them. This is what they look like, guys. This is a freestyle mambre art. This one's already done. But this is what they look like. And they're so beautiful. Right now, my two favorite are these here. Until we get the swirls on this one and this one. I know this one's gonna, because this one, the white one, is gonna have the light colors, and then this one's gonna have white. So it's like a reverse and dark and light, but pastel neon set, because I figured it would be cool, but now that I'm thinking about it, doing another pastel one for this would kind of make it a little bit more cohesive, but I kind of like having every nail different, so yeah. This is what she looks like, guys. To me, tell me that is not, I don't know. Technically they're all completely different. Literally. Every single one of them is completely different. So I guess that's a good thing, right? I don't know. Honestly, I really don't, but I love marbling both ways, and I wanted to show you exactly how I marbled both ways. So there you go. There you have it. This way is my favorite way, but I like this way too because it looks beautiful. So I don't know. What do you guys think? It's gonna bother me, but it's all good. We're gonna let this nice, beautiful top coat sink into this one. I would say this one would be better in a set by itself. Like if this was just one nail. You know what I mean? Hi, Stacy. No worries, Chris. Hi. If you add pastel to the pinky, it would balance it out more. You think? I did not think these were nails when I first clicked. Well, hello. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for clicking. I am doing 5XL nails. I know, they're very long. If you don't do nails and you just want to hang, that's cool too, man. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. This one is not my fave. If you don't like it, tell me. It's okay. I'm not going to get mad. Alright, we're just sealing in underneath and around the edges. Alright. I always do long nails. Do the pinky in the same colors you just used, but in your favorite method. Well, the pinky one is going to be swirls. Does that make sense? We're doing like 3D swirls. Oh, shit. Alright, so that just melted in there beautifully. Making sure I don't have no lumps and bumps on the side here. That just melted in there. No lumpy bumpies, nothing. Love it. It's for fun. Have fun, babe. Get some rest. Love you. Thanks for coming. Bob the Unicorn. Hi. Thanks. It's nice to meet everybody. Hi, Stacy Love. Good night, Alicia. I hope you have an amazing night. It's rest. How do I keep my gel polish from peeling? It doesn't happen all the time, but the set I just did keeps peeling completely off of my nails. So are you doing extensions by chance, or are you doing it on your actual nail bed itself? prep is actually key, and it always just bases on how long you want them to stay on, honestly. Everybody's different. Everybody's nails are different. Everybody is different. Hi, Fluffy Therian. Hello. Can you do face reveal? No. Sorry. I used a Kiss Gel nail kit. Oh, okay. Honestly, I know that they have those Kiss Gel kits in the store and stuff like that. If that's all you can get to, that's fine. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, prep is going to be your best friend, like buffing the nail bed, so that way the gel can properly adhere to your actual nail bed itself. But if you're using tips, same applies with the prep. Same thing applies with nail tips. You want to prep the nail, like your actual natural nail, buff it, right? Lightly buff it, because you don't want it to be shiny like this, because it'll just pop off and chip. So if you want, buff it and take alcohol. I have a little bottle of alcohol here. Take alcohol and spray it on your nail and wipe it down. That is going to take all of the oils out of your nail bed. When you take the alcohol and do that, and it takes the oils out your nail, then you go in and put your gel base on. Then you can go in and add, your extension and all that. And make sure your extension is buffed too, because gel will not stick to a glossy top. Like a glossy, or you know what I mean, a smooth top like this. Glossy top coat will not stick to that. It will pop off or peel off. So your best bet, and always make sure you wear gloves, please. But I myself don't like the Kiss kits, but if that's all you can get to, I would say your best bet is your prep is what's going to help keep it longer. Hi, London. Woo! Nail Crazy Mama is actually a nail tech. She's the one that can help you with that more so than I can. Alright, here's the nail. Alrighty, y'all, this is what they look like. I feel like it throws it off so much. Oh my god. If I would have done it the other way like this, I feel like we would have had a little bit better of a chance here. But I don't want to go through. I might change it. If I change it, I'll let y'all know. But I'm not going to do it tonight. Alright. My nail's crooked. Alright, so for this one, we are going to be doing swirls. Because on these ones, I was going to do like that little 3D thing, but it might have too much going on it to do that. Oh, shit. But the swirls are going to be 3D on the white nail. Yes. Buff it before and after. Aquarius. This is my first time here and I'm learning so much. Thanks, Anita. How are you? It's nice to meet you. I live in the US of A. Alright. So now I gotta get the colors back out again. I'm gonna leave these on because we're gonna need those. I'm gonna take this one off. So the white nail is going to have the swirls of color. Does that make sense? Has anybody done nail art like that before? All right. All right, so we're going to do our pink. The only reason why I'm putting this on my palette is so I have an easier way of blending the swirls. Does that make sense? Now, this is going to be the base for our swirls. But this is a 5XL nail. So we still need a good fair amount on here, right? So maybe having these two will balance it out more and it won't look so bad, you know? Because I feel like it doesn't, like, go. You know what I mean? I have another green one. Where did it go? Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm missing the green. Oh, here it is. Now, these colors are on her website, everybody. $7. Now, we're not going to need too much because we're using a liner brush, but... Aren't these colors beautiful, though? I feel like they're so beautiful. Especially this blue. And also, not all gel polish is created equal either, just so you guys know. To me, the Kiss products are not great, but that's me. But if that's all you have, that's okay too. You know? Oh, thanks. You're welcome. Hi, John James. I'm not going to be able to say your name. Bijlage. Lisa. Hello, Lisa. I live in I don't like to give what state I live in. What brand are you? I am using BRITTBRATNAILDIT. She is a small business. She is just a gel company. And she is a small business. And everything's linked, guys. Okay? Alright, where's my thing at? There it is. Alright, I'm going to move this out the way real quick so I have some room here. Hold on. I'm going to take this guy, clean him out. I want to get all the sparkles out so I can at least do what I need to do. Everything is linked, guys. I did, Lisa. You live in Canada? That's awesome. With these colors, it just might even the nails. I hope so, Gemini. I do live in the state of Mambre. That's all my freaking... Okay, now, we're just doing swirls, y'all. Okay? This doesn't have to be crazy. This doesn't have to be whatever. We're gonna be... Look at my desk over here. There's just things everywhere, right? Here's what I'm gonna do. I just got this all over my wall. Who gets gel polish on their wall? Me. I gotta grab some more paper towel. Alright. I'm gonna grab a new paper towel so that way I'm not picking up any of these big colors. Alright. We're just gonna put that there. Yay! Alright, so with this, we're just doing swirls, y'all. It's all about pressure. It's all about, you know, if you add more pressure, your lines are going to be thicker. If you add less pressure, they're going to be smaller, right? But when we're doing this, what we want to do is we want to kind of ombre the colors together. So it's not just one color and then another color. It's actually ombreed into each other. So we're going to do... I want to do some big lines and little lines and whatever my little heart desires. It doesn't have to be all the same thickness either, I guess, if that makes sense. I'd like it to be a little chaotic because your girl's a little chaotic myself, so. And my nail just keeps going sideways. Alright. Ready? Can you guys see, or is it too bright? Is it not? Okay. What's that look like? Is that too bright? I don't know. Alright. Ready? And I'm going to take it, and we're going to... Hold up, y'all. That's not what I wanted. Do not curl cue it, because if you curl cue it like that, it's going to go into each other, and it's going to look like crapola. Hold up, y'all. Sometimes this is what happens when you're doing nails, you know? I want it to almost be like this. See these swirls in here? I hand did these swirls. In this long nail right here. So this is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to take a drink before I do that. Hi, Mallory. Oh my god, I know, right? It is my thing, I know, right? Alright. See how we want that hook right there? I don't want it to be super precise either. So come out like it's, you know? I want it to be like this, okay? I'm going to take our orange. And I'm just going to lightly add this orange into this. Tell me that's not going to look cool. Alright, we're just going to keep going, y'all. We're going to start with orange. And we're going to come over here. You want them, if you want them little, you can have them little. If you want them big, you can have them big. I'm trying to think if I want them, like, thicker. And I think the swirls are going to look so cool. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little bit of this purple. Oh yeah, that's gonna look super cool. Alright. That's basically what it's gonna look like, but they're gonna be like random. You know what I mean? You can come down to do like ones like here. So we're gonna start with yellow. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go like this. Just like it's coming off the side. And then we can do another one like right here and up here. Entertainment purposes only. Good night. Peace out. I finished. Yay! Hi, Sophie. Hi, Tabitha. I think that's gonna look cool as hell, to be honest with you. We're gonna take this guy. And we're gonna come up from this way. And I'm just gonna map him out real quick. Now this one I'm going to make a little bit thicker. Alright, we're going to take our blue. Dude, if you guys want to try this, it's super easy. Alright, I'm going to take my cleanup brush. I don't care what anybody says. Sorry, guys. It's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. So you basically have no idea how much it means that you guys are here and you're watching. Hopefully you learned something. Shit. And it's not supposed to be like, I don't even know how to explain it, but oh yeah, that looks so cool. Dude, thanks for hanging with me, everybody. Oh my god, how cool is that? Alright, so this one's gonna come this way. We're gonna do another one of these guys this way. We're gonna tie it in. This is where it can get a little tricky. When you're trying to go from one side to the next and you want it to stay rounded. I'm trying to think if I want that big a thicker one or if I want to keep going small. Because it's not supposed to be round. It's supposed to be, looks like it's out of place. Does that make sense? And then bleed down into the purple. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now we can add our dark blue. Oh, yeah, that looks so cool. And I'm using my pinky as a stabilizer. Tell me that doesn't look cool as hell, y'all. And then I'm going to add little curly cues in there. So if you guys are game and you're here for it, great. I'm going to add a little bit of this purple. Oh my god. We're going to go over it with our thick gel too. You get better as you go down, which sucks, but what are you going to do, right? Alright, so I'm going to take... I'm just going to take a little... Alright, and then we'll do a purple one up here. Oh yeah, that's so cool looking. We're gonna take our pink. And we're just gonna do this at the bottom. You guys can do this if you want. Look at that. Woo! Fairy lines, yeah! Then once we get this done, like this part, and then we can cure it. Alright, so now we're going to take what we did here, and we're going to come up here, and we're going to lightly come this way. So we're going to go the opposite way since we have this here. So we're going to take the purple. Actually, we're going to do blue and then purple. We don't want too much up here. Just like a little... Just like a little floaty thing. And then we'll have purple on the outside of that. So I'm just going to fill that in. Anybody can do this, you guys. Like I said, the swirls don't have to be perfect. They're supposed to be imperfect. Perfectly imperfect, you know? Ha 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 ha. Alright. Here we're going to just do little swirls. Literally little swirls. So we're going to start with our... because we're going to end with pink and orange here. So... they're literally just tiny little swirls. So I'm just going to come in with my pink. And do like a little... it's almost like a little loop. This just kind of fills in some of those areas, right? But also ties into the one that's down here. And then over here, we'll do the yellow. Now these ones are going to be tiny. And you can leave them just like that too. You don't even have to curl them unless you have a big enough spot like that. You know what I mean? So we're going to take this little guy. Alright, now we're going to go up here and we're going to do the green to yellow. We're going to start with yellow. So I think I'm going to start with the curl going. We're going to do a 3-parter on this one, I think. So this one goes, we need this one to go the opposite direction. Alright, hold up. Woo, I don't know how to do this one. You know what? Yeah, I do. And you literally just fill in your spots, everybody. So we're going to add this blue here. Oh, that looks cool. And then you can add dots in here if you want to, stars, whatever you want. So now we're going to do another swirl, like right here. So we're going to take this green. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect. They're not supposed to. Alright, what we're going to do, though, I take some of that out and make it bigger. We're going to come all the way down. Like a C. This is nail art right here, y'all. Okay. What you don't want is that harsh blue line to stop. You want it to go all the way around. Look at that. So if I don't see your name, bear with me, y'all, okay? That looks so cool. I'm gonna add a little bit of this, touch of this green right here. Oh, yeah. Just give it a little bit more color. Alright. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to take this dark blue. And I'm going to make a tiny one right here. Just so the space isn't as open. Right? So we're going to go... You don't want to take it in that far, though. And listen, I know sometimes this can be hard to watch, and I'm okay with it. You know? It's different because you can put swirls anywhere, y'all. Do I like that swirl there? Not really, but it's okay. We're going to add one here. So we're going to do purple, pink, and orange right here. So this guy is going to kind of go this way. Okay. So we're going to do purple, pink, orange. So we'll outline it. So we're going to come off the side. Make sure you get all the way to the edge, guys. Did I think this was going to take me this long? No. But it's all good. Oh shit, it's supposed to go the other way, I think. Oh well, that's cool. One thing you want to do is make it a little bit on the thicker side. Come out to the side like this. So it makes it look like it's coming from the side. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but... So I'll make that a little bit bigger. And then the orange is going to go here. Just like that. Little quirky swirl. We're just going to need a little bit of this orange. Not much. Look at that, y'all. That is so cool. I think that's cool. Different, right? It's very different. I know. But I think this guy needs something like right here. But I don't know what. Like it's missed. Damn it! Okay. Thanks for staying, guys. Guys are the freaking bomb. I'm gonna take this, like... Okay, there we go. It looks cray-cray, I know. But, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna add a little pink in the middle here. I feel like it needed, like, a different color there. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's what she looks like, y'all. And you can take little dots and put them in here if you want. You know, like little round dots. Of the color that you need, you know. Tell me that doesn't look cool as hell, right? There we go. And she goes, y'all. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I can't do no more. Ah, that would take forever. Holy shnikes. Dude, Shelly. Good rest, Stacy. Everybody. Sparkly dots of glitter you used on the other nail would be pretty. Oh, I didn't see it. It's official. It's my favorite. Yay! Good night, Stacy. Hi. Anybody else still in here? Shout out to everybody. Hi, Kenya. Thank you guys so much. I'm so sorry. Hi, Ariana. Hi, Jolene. Not cray cray freaking beautiful. Oh, thank you. Night, Glam. Sleep well, Stacy. I love you, girly. Hi, Martiza? Oh gosh, I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. Mine would look at an epileptic chicken drew them, girl. Mine did at first. I'm serious. Lego, do you do acrylic? Hi, Lego. The fairy sculpting your future. Yes. Finally out of music. Yay, Tinnalee. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Shout out to everybody in here. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Nana Ange. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Oh my god, you guys. Woo! I don't even know what time it is at this point. Ugh. What time is it? I don't even 1:30. Holy shnikes, we've been on here for 2 hours, y'all. Alright, double curing that. We're going to put the top coat on that one. And what I'm going to do is we're going to add our top coat and then we'll add the 3D of that. Y'all, I don't know if I got it in me to do another one. To do the white one. Hi, Grimble. Yay, it's Tuesday. I know, right? Oh, God. Nail art is pretty, I know, but girl, does it hurt your back. Woo! Especially when I'm like in detail, I'm like, ugh. I have a pillow behind me though, but aren't Brit Brat's colors just absolutely stunning? Oh my god, I love them. My writing's the same. My writing is like super pretty and fancy, and I've always had it ever since I was little. Like that was just something I always loved to write. But my daughter's is chicken scratch, like her dad's, so. That's what she looks like, everybody. Just super fun, different type of design. And I was going to take clear and emboss them. Not really emboss them, but make them 3D. So this is the set. This is going to be a very different set, y'all. Can you see how different this set is going to be? Oh my goodness. I actually kind of like that it's so different. Like every single nail is so super different. You know what I mean? This one's going to be 3D, this one's going to be 3D, and this one's going to be 3D. So we have these two, and it's all going to be like a super blowout summer vibe that's very different on each nail. Hey, girl, hey. Girl, me neither. I'm going to have to do a part 3, y'all. All right. Let's go let's go ahead and put our glossy top coat on here. Excuse me. We'll do our glossy top coat on here. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to take me forever, but yeah. We will do the 3D work with the no wipe art gel. That's going to be on top, so it pokes out, even with the dots too. I thought I could hang on for another one, but I didn't think it was going to take me that long, guys. I do apologize that it took me that long, you guys, and you guys are troopers, and I just want to say just how very, very blessed and grateful I am that you guys are here and that you did stay through that, even though I found it hard to talk as I was holding my breath. I was literally holding my breath through that whole thing. So, I'm just going to add a good layer of top coat on this one, so, because you know it's bumpy. It's going to be bumpy anyway, so I just want to make sure it's so super smooth. But I just want you guys to know just how truly grateful I am. Oh, look at that. That is really cool. I'm glad I did that, and I'm glad that you can see like the color difference in there with each color. I don't know how well you can see it, but you know what I mean? I don't know how well you guys can see it, but in person, I can see it quite well. Some colors blended, like the purple and the pink, kind of blended a little bit more. I needed to blend it a little bit more and make these a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I'm just going to get this excess off real quick. I truly cannot thank you all enough. Like, hang in until I get this, and then we'll get off here, and I will have to do a part 3. And then we will absolutely, for the part 3, it's going to be easy. We'll have the white one we're doing. Then we'll do the no gel on top of that, and that'll be it, guys. And if we want to add anything else to it, we can too. Yeah, really? Hi, Camilla. Aw, thanks. Hi, Spoon on the Moon. I like your name. How do you wipe out? Why did everybody ask that? I mean, I know it's a common question. Everybody asks it, but... Goodness gracious. I wipe with the other hand that I don't have my nails on. That's how I wipe. Alright, in she goes. So we're going to come back tomorrow and do the 3D work on this. I'm so sorry I couldn't get to it fast enough, y'all. Should we do this one, the sculpting gel over it, or should we just do the no wipe gel? I think the sculpting gel is really going to make it hard to do the little twisty turns, you know? One hand on the keyboard, checking copy, one ear listening to sugar, and the other listening to sound edits. No wipe gel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Shout out to the 64 of you still in here at 1:39 in the morning. Y'all are the freaking bomb. But I mean, look at these colors. The range of these colors is insane. Look at how beautiful this one is and how like light pastel it is. I'm like, oh my gosh. Look at that. Just the range of the color. I'm going to turn this off. Like, look how light this is. I love this one. And I don't know, guys, but tomorrow, if anything, I might do this with this one just to have it, not while we're live, but just to have a backup in case I want to switch it out. Maybe it'll look better and more cohesive. But if not, we can leave them all different because I think it's cool different, but at the same time, you know what I mean? This color rainbow is very different than all over splatter rainbow, you know? I wish I had a freaking glow-in-the-dark top coat, y'all. Alright, so, what do you guys think? I'm gonna have to leave this here. I can't do another... Well, yeah, I can do it like that. Never mind. But that is what they look like, everybody. Super different, very unique. This is the definition of a freestyle, okay? Freestyle, full-blown, marble, ombre, mambre set, and nail art swirls. What? Girl. Lamb, I love you. The first pastel nail is my absolute favorite. Aw, I'm so glad you guys like them, though. This one is my absolute favorite. I love the pastel ones. They're my favorite. I love them all. I don't care for this one. If this one was in a different set, then it would be different. You know what I mean? This is what they look like up close. This is a 20 color ombre for anybody that's new in here. I put 20 colors on here. No joke. I really did. In the first live, we did the record for the breaking it for the most gels on one nail. So yeah, but we're going to do this one in white tomorrow in the 3D work, so I think it's going to look cool. I really do think it's going to look cool because the white's going to be sparkly, and we have sparkly in the background of this one. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be definitely a crazy freaking set, that's for sure. I know, Alicia's like, I need glitter everywhere. You can't see the glitter, guys, but can you see it now? The glitter is all over the background. Can you see it? The whole background is glitter. Do you see it? But maybe we can add some when we put this gel on. Maybe I can mix it with some of the glitter and we can do it like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's there. See it? It is in there, I promise. But for some reason, it's hard to pick it up unless it goes in and out. This is what they look like, everybody. Thanks for being with me tonight for this nail art journey freestyle rainbow crazy ombre mambre marble set. I love you guys. Thanks for being troopers. Like, aw. I felt like I needed to go different for each one so that way you guys knew there's so many different ways that you guys can marble, ombre, you know, these are my techniques that I come up with that was easy for me. I didn't follow everybody that was doing, oh, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way, you know? This is just the way that I came up with it, and if it works for you guys and it's easy for you guys, by all means, I would love to see if you recreate it. It would make my day. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you to my mods. Shout out to my mods, y'all. Let's put some hearts in the chat for my mods because they did impeccable job tonight. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I will let you know what time we're going live tomorrow. Conjure Up Nails is going live tomorrow, 3 p.m. UK time. That is our other nail girly. She's amazing. She's one of my besties. She's going live tomorrow. It's actually today now, but 3 p.m. UK time. So what is that? 3, 2, 1, noon, 11? Or is that 10? 10 or 11 our time. I don't know which one. Anyway, Night Ange, Night Bramble, thank you for your help. Night Glam, Night Shelly, Night everybody. And it's nice meeting all of you. I love you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the first live as well. Everything is linked, guys. BRITTBRATNAILDIT. Go check her out. Small business. Amazing gels. Go check her out. Everything's on sale. Everything must go. So get these colors now before they're gone. Get the glossy top coat as well. I love you guys. You're going live in the afternoon? Yay! Okay, I'll be going live at night then. Okay, so I can be in all of your ladies' lives. So I'm going to be going live tomorrow night again at 11:11, okay? We'll finish this set. Okie dokie? I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Camilla. I love you. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thanks for sticking with me. You should do the colors light pink, light purple, blue, light yellow, all together to be like neon, and then do like a charm. I can try, but yeah, we'll see tomorrow night. So come back here at the same time tomorrow night, 11 p.m. EST time, Tuesday night, okay? I'll see ya on the website. Have a nice, amazing, sweet night. Remember, you can do anything you put your mind to, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. There's only one of you in this world, so keep going, keep smashing it. Stay happy, stay positive, stay blessed, and sleep tight. Love you. Bye.